Every morning, the world awakens to the same quiet truth that time is finite and every heartbeat spent cannot be reclaimed. People often rush through their routines, reaching for coffee, checking messages, or planning the day ahead, yet few stop to realize that the key to living longer and feeling stronger might already be within their reach. Scientists have discovered that longevity is not always about complex treatments or expensive programs, but about what is done consistently in the smallest of moments. The body responds to patterns, and when one particular pattern is repeated daily, it has the power to extend life, sharpen energy, and protect against the decline most accept as inevitable. He understood that it was not about adding more to an already busy life, but about choosing one action, deceptively simple, that multiplies its benefits with each passing day. This habit requires no money, no special equipment, and no advanced skill, only the willingness to show up for oneself. The difference between years lost to fatigue and illness or years gained in clarity and strength begins with a single choice made at the start of the day. Across cultures and generations, there's always been a longing to stretch time a little further, to add not just days, but quality to life. People speak of wanting more time with family, more years to see dreams unfold, or simply more mornings where the body feels light and capable. Yet the pace of modern living often works against this wish, pushing people toward habits that drain energy and erode health. He saw how easily the human body can be neglected when survival and productivity take priority, leaving little space for the quiet practices that nurture longevity. Research has shown that the greatest regret near the end of life is not about lost possessions or unfinished work, but about moments missed and health sacrificed too soon. The desire for more time is not about chasing immortality, but about protecting the life that is already here, about preserving strength so that years are not just added to the calendar, but filled with experiences worth remembering. Every individual holds within their daily choices the power to shape how long and how well they live, and it is in recognizing this truth that the search for a lasting habit begins. The habit that quietly extends life is not an extreme workout or a strict diet, but something so simple that it often goes unnoticed. It is the consistent act of daily walking, a practice woven into the rhythm of human history. For centuries, people have relied on their feet to carry them through fields, villages, and cities. Yet in modern times, this natural form of movement has been pushed aside by machines and conveniences. Walking engages the body in a balanced way, strengthening the heart, stimulating circulation, and keeping the muscles flexible without strain. It also calms the nervous system, easing stress that silently shortens life expectancy. Studies from across the world have revealed that those who make walking a regular habit live longer, suffer fewer chronic diseases, and maintain sharper minds into old age. This is not about chasing speed or distance, but about the steady repetition of gentle movement, the small investment of time each day that multiplies into years of health. The beauty of this habit lies in its accessibility, requiring no equipment, no special environment, only the willingness to take deliberate steps forward. When a person commits to daily walking, the body responds in ways that may seem subtle at first, but accumulate into profound benefits over time. Each step stimulates circulation, allowing oxygen and nutrients to move more efficiently through the bloodstream, while supporting the heart in maintaining healthy rhythms. The gentle yet consistent movement signals muscles to stay active, joints to remain flexible, and bones to preserve their density, guarding against the frailty that often comes with aging. On a deeper level, walking helps regulate blood pressure and blood sugar by improving the body's sensitivity to insulin and enhancing metabolic balance. At the same time, the nervous system begins to shift, with walking reducing levels of stress hormones like cortisol, while encouraging the release of endorphins that foster calmness and mental clarity. The repetitive motion of putting one foot in front of the other acts almost like a form of meditation, easing mental fatigue and improving mood. Over the long term, these combined effects reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, and cognitive decline. What appears to be a simple habit is in truth a biological reset that works with the body's natural design, keeping its systems in harmony and extending not only the number of years lived, but the quality of each one. In many communities, ordinary people have experienced remarkable changes by embracing the simple act of daily walking. A man in his 60s who had struggled for years with high blood pressure found that within months of committing to a morning walk, his numbers steadily dropped until his doctor began reducing his medication. A woman in her 70s who once felt trapped by aching joints and fatigue discovered that by taking gentle evening walks, her stiffness eased, her energy returned, and she regained the independence to enjoy activities with her grandchildren. Others have reported weight loss that seemed impossible after countless diets, achieved not through drastic restriction, but by staying consistent with this daily habit. Beyond the physical improvements, many describe unexpected emotional transformations. People who once battled anxiety or felt overwhelmed by stress began to notice a growing sense of calm, mental clarity, and even joy during their walks. Some rediscovered social connection by joining walking groups or simply greeting neighbors along their routes, turning a solitary habit into a source of belonging and support. These real-life stories reveal that the practice is not limited by age, fitness level, or background. It offers a universal path to better health, proving that small steps taken consistently can lead to extraordinary outcomes that extend both the years and the richness of life itself. He begins by choosing a realistic daily window morning sunlight or a calm evening work best and sets a modest initial goal, for example 10 minutes each day. So the habit is easy to keep. He prepares with simple gear, comfortable, supportive shoes, weather-appropriate clothing, and a bottle of water nearby. Before stepping out, he warms up for 1 to 2 minutes with gentle joint mobilizations, ankle circles, knee bends, shoulder rolls, and a few slow marches in place to wake the muscles and protect the joints. During the walk, he keeps an upright posture, head lifted, shoulders relaxed, core lightly engaged and arms swinging naturally. Breathing remains steady and nasal if comfortable, matching a relaxed cadence. He aims for a brisk but sustainable pace where conversation is possible. Novices can target roughly 100,120 steps per minute, or simply a pace that raises the heart rate without causing breathlessness. After the initial weeks, he gradually increases duration by 5 to 10 minutes every few days until reaching 20 to 30 minutes, then works toward 4,560 minutes if desired. To boost benefits, he adds small progressions, short uphill segments, brief faster intervals of 3,060 seconds, or slightly longer sessions on alternate days. Each walk ends with a 2-minute cool down of slower steps and gentle stretches for calves, hamstrings, and hip flexors to preserve flexibility. He tracks progress with a simple log or step counter, keeps consistency by attaching walks to daily anchors after breakfast, before work, and considers social supports like a walking partner or group for accountability. If mobility is limited, he substitutes seated marches, short indoor laps, or multiple short walks spread through the day. He listens to the body, pauses if pain arises, stays hydrated, uses sun protection, and consults a healthcare provider before beginning. If there are chronic health concerns with patience and regularity, this small, buildable routine becomes a lasting cornerstone of health. Too often people convince themselves that they will start tomorrow, waiting for the perfect time, the right shoes, or a quieter schedule. Yet those excuses quietly steal years from their future. The truth is that the body does not need perfection to benefit. It only needs consistency, and even the smallest beginning today creates momentum. Every sunrise offers a choice between continuing down the familiar path of fatigue, stiffness, and decline, or stepping onto a new path of vitality and resilience. The minutes lost in hesitation could be minutes of movement that nourish the heart, refresh the mind, and extend life itself. He knows that waiting for motivation rarely works, because action breeds motivation, not the other way around. By taking the first simple step today, even if it is only 5 minutes of walking or stretching, he signals to his body and mind that he values his health and longevity. The habit builds not through grand gestures, but through repeated decisions to begin now rather than later. Every day delayed is a missed opportunity, but every day embraced adds strength, balance, circulation, and precious time. He realizes that adding years to life does not come from drastic changes, but from one powerful habit practiced daily with intention and care. The choice is simple yet profound, a decision to honor the body with consistent action that protects the heart, sharpens the mind, and strengthens resilience against time. Each moment invested in this routine is a silent promise to oneself, a declaration that health and longevity are worth prioritizing today. By embracing this habit now, he gives his future self the gift of vitality, energy, and precious time to spend with those he loves. The path forward is clear: to begin today, to stay committed, and to transform the ordinary into something extraordinary by simply choosing to act.